It's a travel day, and after 2 nights, 1 day in Jakarta, I'm leaving. And it's a shame because I've had so many comments on my YouTube video of places to go and see around the city. But I have got 6 days left on my visa, and if I am going to travel back to England without flying, then I need to go to a city called Dumai, which is on the island of Sumatra. Now, I've met someone in the hostel that I was staying in, and they explained that Sumatra's roads and transport links aren't the best. So I left the hostel and got a grab taxi all the way to the bus station, and it has been a quick turnaround because I had a rough idea where I was going. So at the moment I'm looking at my map to see, right, where am I going? So as soon as I got the taxi, there was so many people wanting to know where I was going to get me a ticket. So I am going to go to Bandar Lampung. So that involves going from here to the port, getting a ferry across, and then getting to the city of Bandar Lampung. Now that has cost me 220,000. Now the bus station when I got off, this is it. I managed to do a quick view of it, and it was a bit mental. And the journey should take from here to there 6 hours in total. Now the bus station, I was only there for about 10 minutes before I was on the bus, so I didn't do any filming at all apart from that quick shot I did of the bus station. But there's not many people on the bus itself. I've got 2 seats to myself, and the bus station is about 5 minutes away, and we stopped twice. No idea why. Bus driver keeps getting off. Yeah, it's going to be a fun journey. So, ferry across to the next destination, and then I need to work out how to get up to Dumai. The reason I want to get there so quick is there is a ferry that goes down to Batam, the island, and I really want to do 24 hours at least on that island. So Sumatra could be a very quick turnaround. I have downloaded stuff onto my phone, so I'm going to put my headphones in, I'm going to watch some programs and then chill. I'm now on the ferry, and I've learned while travelling, especially around Southeast Asia, to expect the unexpected. So the time frame that I've had, I've not really had much chance to do any filming because of the fact I've got really low power on my camera. But I got to the bus station at 12:30, and I asked how long it would before the bus left, and they said, yeah, 1 o'clock. So I thought I had enough time to get some food, get some snacks. And after buying my ticket, he went, wait, get the bus. And I went, but I thought we had half an hour. He went, no, we're going now. So we left on the bus. We drove for about 3 kilometers away from the bus station, and then we stopped in the middle of nowhere on the side of the road for an hour, and from there we moved about another 7 kilometers to another stop that was nowhere near anything for 45 minutes, and then we left there. And on the way we stopped so many times picking up people, picking up parcels, a lot of parcels, and the only time we got off the bus was just before we got on the ferry. 6 hours later, no, 7 hours later. to 7 hours to get here. Now, the ferry itself is not too bad. I've got some comfortable seats, and the only reason I'm sat here is because that door over there leads down to the bus, and I do not want to get lost on this ferry and miss the bus. So basically 6.5 hours on the bus. We stopped, we were allowed to get off to buy some food, which is this. Came in a little package. When you opened it up, it was chicken and rice, which only cost me 30,000, and I demolished it because I've not eaten since breakfast this morning. But yeah, lots of things collected along the way, including a motorbike, and they had to take the back seats off, and then they had to, well, you can see them here trying to place it in situ. But yeah, it's just been a long day, especially when I looked at the map before I left, and it looked like, in fact it said for a car, 1.5, 2 hours drive, 7 hours. 7 hours to get on the ferry. So yeah, so it's dark outside. Various people coming around trying to sell food. But I've had my chicken and chips, so I'm happy. And I have no idea how long this ferry takes across. I have no idea how long it gets to the city. I've booked a hotel because there's no hostels, and the idea being that I had to find one that's got 24-hour reception, so just in case it does turn up late, because I don't know. But now I've got my bearings, I know where this place is opposite me is, I think, where all the drivers going. Got all their shoes outside, they're all lying on the floor. Just see through the guys open. There seems to be some sort of cafe through there, so might be brave and go through there. Like I said, I just do not want to get lost on this ferry and not know where the bus is, because that will happen. But yeah, it's been a long journey. And obviously the first thing I went to was just down there, the toilets. No toilet breaks, no nothing. Decided to have a wander around. That's the door I need to go down. But we are setting off. There are so many ferries. So I think the one he was on about when I asked him what time we could get into the city, and he had said 7 o'clock. I think he misunderstood me and said that's the time the ferry is. But yeah, downstairs there are at least 40 buses going across. I don't even know the name of the city that we're leaving from. I just want to see if they sell coffee. Coffee. Coffee? Coffee? Coffee. White coffee? White coffee?
Kopinya kosong, Bos.
Yeah. Perfect. So I thought I'd have a little wander around. Lots of stuff. The mini seats. There's an on-board mosque. So they had called there when we got on board. More seats. Yeah, there's not a lot. That's it in here. Looks like that. Look at this. It is 9 o'clock at night, which means we've been sailing for about an hour and a half, and in the distance you can just see lights. So I reckon we're about half an hour away, and then we'll be docking, which means it's going to be about 10 o'clock by the time I get off this boat. And then I think the city that I'm going to, which is the first one, which is the drop-off point, will be in another hour, so 11 midnight I'll get in for. So all in all it's been about 12 hours of travelling for a short distance. So I recommend if you do take the ferry, then you're better off leaving very early. Even if you leave 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, you're still going to get in late. But there's always a sea that's nearby the port as a recommendation. It's 9:45 and it looks like we're just docking. A lot of people have gone already downtown, down the stairs to the bus, but I thought I'd come and have a look. And I do know where the bus is, so just need to have a quick check. And this is Sumatra. Right, I'm going to go down. Not too sure if I'm allowed. Oh. And there's the bus. Yay! Oh, there's people on there already. I have just checked in to the hotel. And I'm very confused because there's just lots of ambulances around. And I have no idea why. Nobody speaks English. And it's been confusion for the last hour. It is now just after 1 o'clock in the morning. The bus station is about 25 miles away on the outskirts of the city. The city's quite big. And just give you a quick look around. I'm only going to a shop to get some food, and I doubt they'll have any because it'll just be sweets and snacks, but I am so hungry. So when I got to the bus station, the guy said, right, get off. At least that's what I thought he said. So I came off with my bag, and obviously no one spoke any English. I tried to explain that the town was 25 miles away. How do I get in there? So I had to order a grab taxi with the help of the boss of the bus station, which was really nice of him. He spoke a little bit of English. So the taxi came. It cost was that 103,000, which is the most I've paid for any taxi over here. He didn't speak any English. The address for the hotel is not listed on Google Maps, so we couldn't find it, and it's not listed on the Grab taxi app neither. So he guessed at that place I've just been to. The room they had for me has already been taken because they thought I had not arrived, obviously 1 o'clock morning. So they've offered me the VIP room, which is not VIP, but you know, it looks decent. And I will be having a lie-in tomorrow morning. There's a lot of people around here, still drinking. There's a lot of music going on as I came through the city. So it's a bit of a lively place on a Saturday night. So I might book the VIP room for an extra day. It's only £7 something, 160,000, he said. He told me the shop's this way. Doesn't seem to be anything going on around here. But yeah, so it's taken us 13 hours to get from the bus station to here. It's been, well, I'm quite used to this by now. And in the next video I'll show you the VIP room, see what you think. There's no shower in it, so it's not really that VIP-ish. But if you've enjoyed this video, I know it's really short. I've not really had my camera out because I think I'm on 1.5% battery, so I've kept it going as much as I can. But if you want to subscribe to see what this city is called and what it's like, because I can't remember what it's called, then subscribe away. But until next time, I'm going to get a little bit of food and then get my head down. So bye bye for now.